Welcome back to Ed's Trains. This is going to be a unboxing, review, and running session of the Dreyfuss Hudson and the 20th Century Limited. Okay, this is the Lionel Legacy Dreyfuss J3 number 5447, and the item number of the SKU is 2331412. Open it up and take a look. It says open this end, so that's the end we'll open. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh my, that is magnificent. You know, I have the 1945 tank train, and I think this color is almost the same, if not the same. And this looks like black as opposed to blue. But boy, it is pretty. Absolutely. Set this down here. The engine. I also noticed that some folks had indicated some problems with parts, but this looks like it survived very well. Wow, it is magnificent. 5447. That front end is terrific. Yep, and there's the hatch or the door for the front coupler. It's not there. Oh, can't wait to get this thing on the road. All right. Next we'll unbox the passenger car set. It's a 4-car set accompanying the Dreyfuss. The item number is 2327310, New York Central 20th Century 4-pack. Okay, here's another car. I think this is the baggage car. And I mentioned earlier that there's a switch on the bottom to light the cars. Oh boy, this seems really tight. And each car has what Lionel has described as kinetic couplers. And again, here's the pads for the KD coupler if you want to put on scale couplers. Once again, boy, the detail is just magnificent. Separately applied handrails. I like the ribbing on the roof. It's just a magnificent piece of work. Now, here are the kinetic couplers. If you notice, they're spring-loaded, and so they'll move and extend, and so that you can easily go around turns. It's a clever design, and yeah, these tabs. There we go. Go in, and I've noticed on a couple of the others that these tabs have been, like this one, it's not quite in there, so once you put them in there, everything's fine. And there are 4 screws, and the shell comes off, and then you can put passengers or whatever other detail you want on the inside. And the lighting is LED lighting with a supercapacitor, so it may take a little while. You'll see the lights, the glow of the lights start to increase as you put power, as the power's on the track, and then it charges up the capacitor, and that way there's no blinking as you're running the train. So we'll see that once I get it on the track. And this is the observation car. This ought to be cool. I also like the fact that these plastic containers just pop open and take. Oh, this is so terrific. It has the, I guess that's the antenna. And, wow, that is beautiful. Once again, a little fact. Oh, that's intriguing. On both sides. 20th Century Limited. Can't wait to get this on the track and power it up to see if it lights up. There's the switch for turning your lights on and off, and that's about the only switch that's here. Actually, it is the only switch. All right. And here's the last car. Imperial Court. Alright, so we'll get it on the track and mate it up with the others and see what it looks like in tow. Okay, a little bit of history about the Dreyfuss. In 1938, the industrial designer Henry Dreyfuss was commissioned by the New York Central to design a new streamlined train. Dreyfuss took one of the New York Central's J3 Hudsons and created an Art-Deco style concept. He incorporated a skyline casting, bullet nose, a vertical fin on the smoke box door, shrouding over the firebox, and pilot. The tender was also streamlined to match the contours of the locomotive cab. The Dreyfuss, it became nicknamed the Dreyfuss Hudson, and they were numbered 5445 through 5454. 10 of them were produced. The first 5 were equipped, all of them were equipped with 79-inch drivers. The first 5 had box drivers with traditional rods, and the later 5, like this one, have skull and disc drivers and lightweight roller bearing rods. The passenger cars were produced by Pullman, and with a 17-car train, it could run over 90 miles per hour. It reduced the run from New York to Chicago from 20 hours to 16 hours. However, by 1948, they were phased out for diesels, and unfortunately, none of the Dreyfuss Hudsons were preserved after steam was retired from the New York Central. Well, here's that iconic front end with the sail coming across the smoke box. And it's got a headlight, and it's kind of a cool detail up here, the New York Central logo. And here's the hatch that was on it originally, and then they started to take some of the shrouding off for maintenance purposes, and this came off. And the configuration with the hatch missing is the only one that you could get in the Lionel, coupled with the PT tender that I'll take a look at next. And that had the water scoop effect. And you got this great looking drivers and side rods, and there's the sculling drivers that are just so cool. It just matches the styling of the Hudson itself. Smoke, fill it by sticking it down the main smokestack, and it feeds not only the main but also whistle steam smoke effect. Then you have these hatches back here. Let's see if I can get it open. There we go. A compartment that reveals the stack smoke switch, whistle steam smoke, Bluetooth switch, and the program run switch. And here's the tender. Quick look at the tender. It does have real coal on it, and some applied grab irons and detail. It's really beautiful. And down here you have those pipes that blow the smoke out to give you that water scoop effect. And in order to get the smoke fluid into the tender, kind of an interesting, oh, that was a drop plate. There's a little box. I don't know if you can see it very well. There it is. And what you do is you pop that box out, and I think it's held by magnets, although I'm not sure. Examine it a little bit. Yeah, I think those are two little magnets. And then what you do is, there we go, there's a little like funnel there, that stack, whatever you want to call it, and you slowly load the fluid in there. I've read the original water scoop effect on the Niagara. People are having trouble getting that to work properly and getting the fluid down there, so they clearly say in the manual, drop it one drop at a time. So kind of a neat detail. Little hatches. They actually open, and you can't see it very well, and it's not painted black, but it reveals, I guess, where they took the coal out. There's a hatch on the back, gives you access to the on-off switch for the water scoop effect. There's a headlight, interesting add-on irons, electrocoupler, and other detail. Okay, the last item I want to show you is the marker lights on the rear of the tender. They're red now, but they are bi-colors, so you can go from red to white to off. And to demonstrate the headlight, I'll put the engine into reverse, and there she goes. If you notice, the coupler's open, and you'll hear a bang as it hooks up with the passenger cars. Okay, I'm going to go through the startup sequence and crew talk, whistle, and bell.
Train 1 Brakeman, we're showing 90 pounds on the rear of the train. Take out 20 for initial terminal brake test.
That's a Roger. 20-pound reduction given. Checking for leakage, over.
Roger, showing 20 pounds. Walking the train. Brakeman out.
Dispatcher, can we depart to the main line? Over. One inbound against you. Hold for the signal. Out.
Dispatcher, train 1 to the train crew. 110-pound brake is released. Brakeman copies. Brake released. Brakeman out.
Safeties are lifted. Ease off the coal till we get a signal. Ash pans are empty. Dispatcher, air is made. Brake test okay. Are we clear to fall? Over. You are clear through my limits. Out.
Okay, and here are the 5 whistle sounds. kind of like the second one. And here are the 5 bell sounds. I kind of prefer the original. 2 things I want to show you. One is the ground lights. That allows the engineers, when the train was just starting and it was slow, to be able to judge the speed before the lights went out. And then also the shutdown sequence. Here we go. You see the ground lights along the road.
Dispatcher, going to the register room to sign out. Out.
Okay, enough of the show and tell. Let's get the 20th Century Limited on its run.